My daughter got a bruise on her face every other day. Like,
Damn.
they're gonna bumping into shit, falling. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
Early on, I was like, "Ooh!" Every little bump or scratch, and then the other day I saw her take a tumble face first, like planted right on the ground, feet up in the air, and then the flip over. And I looked at her and I was just like, I told you not to do that. She got up like, ouch, papi. And I was like, all right, I'll give you a little kiss, but that's all you getting. Like,
That's funny.
like, I told you not to do that shit, you know?
Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, a.k.a. Tony, a.k.a. the CEO, a.k.a. the Don Honcho, a.k.a. the motherfucking president, a.k.a. the one in charge, a.k.a. Had an a.k.a. the a.k.a. Here was some
AKA himself.
facts. Here was some of my nearest and dearest in the building. Got my dog Doe.
What's going on?
First again.
Didn't catch him off guard this time. He's ready for it.
Yeah, he was ready. AKA blue walls, blue shirts, no peach. AKA DJ Doya. AKA he didn't like that. AKA I don't give a damn. AKA not your favorite man. My dog Doe. Shouts out to you, Doe. How you doing, Doe?
I'm doing all right.
A lot of negatives, AKA, for you? Feel it?
So it was more on the negative side this time. I was feeling more of a negative vibe.
All right,
Is that
all right.
the Sour Patch Kids? First they're sweet, then they're sour.
Nah,
Yeah,
they're
First
always
they're sour, then
sour.
they're sweet, whatever it is.
Also in the building, got my dog Pucho, AKA the editor, AKA Purple Nurple, AKA
I do got purple nipples, though.
that nigga just threw me off. What's up, Pooch? How you doing?
The Purple Nip Bandit.
Some might say.
Oh,
That nigga, he
I
called
could
you the
take that
purple
one.
lip.
He tried to hit me with a purple lip.
Yeah, he hit the purple lip. He said nip, though.
Purple
Cover it.
nip.
Lip nip.
It's respectable.
Chowder
Too many
has
fucking AKAs, though.
AKA
too much.
Ammo Bag King.
that was
AKA
pretty good.
4 eyes for the square guy. AKA Loyalty Pooch.
Ooh.
You know,
All right.
how you doing, Pooch?
I'm doing A-okay.
Perfect.
Some might say AKA.
Ooh.
And last but not least, I got my dog Mateo in the building. AKA Bushmaster. AKA Handlebars on his face. AKA Thumbnail Master. AKA buy the new bike but don't drive it. AKA Mr. Walker himself. And not Texas Walker, but Mr. Walker. Because the man don't go to the bars in the vehicles, he walks to them.
The safest way.
It's very safe.
Actually, but I like that shirt.
Thanks, man. It's
What
got
is
robots
that?
on it.
Some old-fashioned robots.
I don't know, man. It came from a thrift shop like a lot of the shirts that I wear.
Real quick, before we get into what you guys been doing. Today we dropped a beautiful little short from our last recording. Got a couple people hit me up really quick. Just want to kind of bring it out there. It was like almost instant. They want to know why the fuck you guys love being in other people's pockets.
Tony, I've got a question for you. Is the people that brought it up real quick, is this the same group chat where you dropped it in and then solicited comments on it? Is that them hitting you up real quick?
Nah, not them. But they were involved in the soliciting part, yes. But no.
Well, for the listeners, could you give them some context?
For the
on the
listeners,
clip? And for me, because I make so
Oh.
many, I just don't remember.
there was a video dropping, and it's about a little quick thing of when Pucho, Mateo, and Doughboy thinks it's okay to talk to your coworkers about how much they get paid to go to your boss to ask for the same wage or more because they feel like they're entitled to making more money. So a couple people called me and they were like, "Yo, I would have never expected Pucho to be a pocket watcher." And they were, I was like, "Pocket watcher? What do you mean?" He was like, "Pucho's been so quiet. He don't talk about his money to anybody. Maybe to his wife, but that's it. Like, why is he so quick to talk to his coworkers? Why does he think that's okay?" I'm like, you know what I'm saying, man? It's the new year, 2022, and people change up. You know, I don't know. I can't speak, and I jokingly I say, whatever Pucho says, Doughboy follows. It's an inside joke that I have. And Mateo, well, it's like the unknown. I don't know where he's gonna land on the coin, but yeah, people are shocked that you guys really want to talk about your pockets with everybody, because to me, that's a big no-no in the business. So I just wanted to point out, the listeners commented and stuff. So
I would like to point out once again that Tony is in management. So it makes sense that he doesn't want the people below him talking about their wage. This is how they get you. This is management's trick.
You convince people about you shouldn't be worried about what's in people's pockets. It's all a ploy to get the little men against each other. But if they talk to one another, first off, what does that even mean? In someone's pockets?
That's pockets. Y'all talking
what does
about
that
each other's
mean?
Y'all talking about each other's pay. Like, you're in somebody's pockets. Like, don't worry about the next man's money. Get your own money. Like, you can't like match this man's work ethic or his ability. Just because y'all got the same degree doesn't automatically think or assume that you can get the same amount of pay. It's just different.
If you're a better worker than somebody and they get paid better than you, that's good information to have.
Like, you shouldn't know that information. Even I'm not even real like all 100% management. I'm like, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But still, even before, I don't want no one knowing how much I make, and I don't want to know how much you make. It's not
So
my
right
business.
now in New York, 32 BJ Union is on strike, which is like a doorman, porter, handyman, supers, and they are all on strike, and everybody's shitting their pants because they're like, "Yo, are y'all going on strike?" And I'm like, "No, we're not union." But it's just for fair wages. It's just so you don't get dicked like I'm getting dicked at my job. Contractually, we're supposed to get a raise every year. We have not gotten that raise for 3 years. And they have not given us a goddamn thing. So anything with the whole
What if
union,
you found out one of your coworkers was getting that raise? How would you feel, Tony?
If I was him, and
How would you feel if you found out that one of your coworkers was getting that raise?
And you hadn't gotten a raise in 3 years.
Would you want to know that information or would you not?
Nope.
You wouldn't want to know that.
It's not my business what he's taking home.
That's so weird. I think you're lying, but
To our listeners that feel like we're watching Pockets, I would like to know, how does that boot taste?
yeah, for real.
Wow. Wow. Attacking our fans.
I think it's a good conversation question.
I honestly think that if I found out that the next man's making that money that we all should have got, he's getting it, I'll be a little tight, but I'm not going to be going up there. I'm not going to be out there, "Yo, did anybody get a raise?" Like, nah, it's none of my fucking business. You might have got a raise because they think you, whatever fucking reason, that's your business. It's not my business.
Or nepotism.
I just don't think.
Happens all the time.
I just don't think niggas should be talking about pockets or their checks with their coworkers. That's like a no-no.
I think you're lying.
Maybe it's because I'm management, right?
Nah, I think you don't even believe what you're saying.
How's that? I believe everything I'm saying. Like, I don't talk about my check or my pay with anybody besides the person who needs to give me my money.
If you had a friend that won the lotto and they were handing out chunks of money to everybody, you'd want to know who got a chunk and you want to know how much.
Nah.
You'd be like, "Yo, Pooch, how much you broke you off?"
You blessing me, that's a blessing. I'm not gonna give a damn.
I never said you'd go back and tell them. I said you would want to know how much other people got, and that's a fact. You're lying.
Oh, maybe the old me, not the new me. I don't care.
2022 new Tony, you saying?
Damn.
Okay. That's good. You turn over a new leaf.
I don't like, certain things happen in my life to where now certain things I just don't give a fuck about. You know what I mean? So it's just like one of those things. Like, I don't care how much. If you're giving me something to break me off, that's fire. That's it.
Yeah, that's just nuts. I would be pissed off if I worked at a job and I was getting paid half of what everybody was getting paid and I was doing the same work.
It's different though. If you ask for a raise and they tell you no, and then everybody's getting raises, and then you go back and you tell them, hey, can I get a raise? And they just keep telling you no. They got to give you a reason why. They can't just say no, right?
But you wouldn't know that unless you discussed your pay with other workers, though, right?
No, you have to discuss your pay with your boss.
Yeah, but how would you know that the other people were getting raises?
No, if I was Pucho, I'll be asking around. Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't. I'll just ask for a raise. Every year at my job, they give out raises every year, just because minimum wage goes up, so they demand, like, they get out raises. So it's just like that's like automatic. But like me, I'll go and ask for a raise, not knowing who's got a raise. Well, I know now because I'm in management, so I know, well, at least with my people, who gets raises. But
Tony, why are you watching Pockets?
Because that's my job at that point.
Once it's your job, it's okay to do it, but
yeah, when you guys become managers, y'all gonna understand. You're gonna know how to give people raises and stuff. You got to know what they're making so you can give them a proper raise. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. What about you, Doe? You want your raise, right? Do you think you work hard enough to get that raise?
I don't think it's at this point, I don't think it's even about when I get a raise, everyone else gets a raise. We all make the same at my job. Everybody makes the same wage. The handyman make a little bit more, but that's about it. And then you got my boss and then my boss's boss, stuff like that. But yeah, everybody else gets paid the same wage. What they're going for is a union style contract, but because we don't have a union, then they can break that contract whenever they want. And it sucks because what am I supposed to do other than look for another job?
You can't go be union?
I could, well, you could. It's just those jobs that are harder to get in the city. Anything with a union in it it's going to be harder. A lot of the people that are in the union have been in the union for a really long time. They don't let those kind of benefits go.
Oh, so whenever like new places unionize, you need like a lot of buy-in. Like if Doey wanted to get his building unionized, he'd have to get it like approved through the union, and then he need to get all the people at his job to sign up. Like 95% of them gotta be, yep, okay, let's do this shit. And if that don't work out, then they can't even unionize. Like it ain't like Doey could just be one union worker at this building. Like
shit sounds like a mafia.
Yeah,
there's some similarities in like the approach. I like it. I like the idea of protecting workers. I think the corporations tend to try to fuck us over. So like anything the worker can do to protect themselves against that, I think is a good idea. I don't have the option to unionize here in Texas. I don't think there's a single union in Texas. I might be wrong, but I don't think there is.
I don't like this union talk. Shit makes me a little nauseous. I'm not gonna lie.
Makes sense.
Imagine agreeing with like Amazon and shit like that.
How was your
Bezos?
That was a long silence there. I've got something more fun than all this union talk and watching people's pockets talk. I have an underwear update.
The fuck?
So
did you get the ball thing?
I tried those ones, and they're not bad. I don't notice like a benefit to them though. But no, actually, so I've been doing this light therapy thing, right? It's for my eczema. It was like the next thing the dermatologist recommended, right? And it's basically like this big like tanning booth that you go and stand in, and then it gets real fucking hot. The lights turn on, it gets real fucking hot, and then you step out. And first one was like 10 seconds. Today it was like 30 seconds or some shit like that. And I guess they're gonna ramp it up and figure out what the frequency is or whatever the fuck, right? Doesn't matter. The important thing is I need to maximize body exposure to the light, right? So I've gone into the bikini briefs now whenever I'm on my light therapy days. And I got to tell you, they're all right. They don't ride up the way that I thought they would.
This nigga's wearing a thong. Oh my God.
No, but that would maximize even more. I just don't need it to get the light on my ass, so I don't have to go that route, luckily.
Should wear a G-string, bro. So it's just like 3 strands and then just the ball
That
holder.
seems uncomfortable. I'm sure you adjust eventually, but that seems uncomfortable.
What are you not allowed to just take your pants off and go in there for 10 seconds and put them back on?
You have to cover up your genitals. Your genitals are not supposed to be exposed to the light. Much like those dummies that were like tanning their buttholes like 2 years ago, if you remember that. You don't remember the people that were like tanning their assholes?
Their spread cheeks?
You mean bleaching their ass?
No, they were bleaching in the sun, I guess. They were like going to like laying on their backs and spreading the cheeks.
What's wrong with that?
You get a sunburn on your gooch, man, and on your butthole.
I mean, how long are they staying out there?
I mean, really think about it, dude. The sun hasn't shined in there for God knows how long.
That is
you expose it. It's gonna be extra sensitive. Like.
It's literally where the sun does not shine. That's what they mean by that statement.
Shit is disgust.
They said, "Let there be light." The sun said, "Let there be pain, bitch."
What about you, Doe? What's interesting? You had that whole New York thing. They found the guy, I guess, on the train blasting up people and shit.
Yeah.
So you feel safer out there?
Apparently, I mean, no, the police didn't even find him. There was some guy named Zach, some fruit stand guy.
I read a thing that he turned himself in, that he called in his own tip to the hotline.
I'm trying to get a ransom.
way.
Like
That's what I read a thing on CNN that claimed that he called up the hotline and then another citizen helped because he apparently left the McDonald's that he was waiting at or some shit.
Wow.
Could you imagine how fire that is? Like, you call in the tip so you could get paid like the turn-in money. Like if you help them find the person and use that money to help pay for your legal fees.
Terrible.
I don't think they'll let you do that.
Yeah, but New York, we came together. It was pretty fucked up. You go to work every day. You don't think you're gonna die. I mean, thank God nobody died. I thought somebody was gonna die, and thank God nobody. That's a miracle. I heard in one report that he was only shooting at the ground, and the bullets were ricocheting and hitting people, and that's how people were getting shot with shrapnel and shit like that flying around.
Yosemite Sam shit?
Huh?
I said some Yosemite Sam shit.
Yeah, I'm
he
not too
shoots the
sure.
fucking-
Yeah, I'm not too sure. That guy was out of his mind. Dude, we're talking about major mental health is needed for a lot of people
I heard
here.
that he put up a bunch of crazy videos on YouTube. Like there's like a ton of them. I did not go looking for him because I don't need that crazy entering into my brain. But I heard there were a lot of crazy rants.
It's just him walking down the street, antagonizing people, calling them racist words. If you're Asian, you get the Asian racist words. If you're white, you get the white racist with your fuck your cracker. You get a nice, you know what I mean?
So what's the racist word for Asians?
We no.
I'm not gonna do
It was
that.
a trap. It was a trap. Let the boy fall for my traps.
I heard that he like particularly did not like black people too, but I thought the dude was
that's what
black.
I heard. That's what I heard.
I don't understand that dude's having some kind of crisis. That terrorist is having some kind of crisis. That dude is absolutely a terrorist.
He's on that Uncle Ruckus shit. He's on from fucking what's that show?
Boondocks.
Yeah.
Is he a black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a black guy. I showed my mom a chopped cheese the other day.
She's never had one.
She's
Bro, how long she lived in New York?
Dude, it's not one of those situations. My mom is not gonna go to the Ox and be like, "Let me get a chopped cheese the Aki way."
Yo, there's
It's
no
not-
way you live in New York and not have a chopped cheese.
Yeah, okay. My mom's probably had a bacon, egg, and cheese. But
Yeah, of course.
I don't think she's had like a chopped cheese. Chopped cheese.
These
is more
Caribbean women,
recent.
they be like, they stay in their bubble.
That's so
And
crazy.
my mother's
man.
never even taken a sip of milk in her life.
Whoa.
You know,
Fuck
like she's
outta
just like, I
here.
ain't drinking it. That shit is
That's
weird.
crazy.
Shit, it was weird. I ain't drinking it. And shit, that's strange to me. I'm like, Mom, we were serial killers in the house. Like we would eat bowl after bowl. We were murderers. We had all the cereals. She's like, nah, I don't want that milk.
The fuck?
That's wild.
So she
I know,
said
it's really strange.
She said it was one of the best burgers she's ever had.
Oh my god.
That's
She's like,
insane.
it was so good. It's really good. I'll take you to the store when you come over here.
Who?
You?
I've had a chopped cheese before.
I don't.
You know, different places make things differently, right?
That is true. But ain't nothing like a Brooklyn bacon, egg, and cheese, though. I'll tell you that much. Or the Bronx. It was the Bronx. The Bronx bacon, egg, and cheese. That boy hooked it up. I told Zeus, I was like, when I go and visit up there, I was like, yo, you better have like a good spot. Nah, man, you gotta go to the Bronx or Brooklyn. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's because he lives in a very nice area, so
So nice area don't got these bacon, egg, and cheese?
No.
the palette changes when you got different people
crazy.
living in the
They have
area.
Starbucks.
Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't even think there's a Starbucks around him.
Really? That's
Unfortunately,
shocking.
it's a Dunkin' Donuts there though.
Yeah, no wonder you don't visit his ass.
No,
got no Starbucks.
I have no coffee bias. If
What?
there's Dunkin', I'll get Dunkin'. If
Bitch,
there's
stop lying.
Starbucks,
When you
I'll get
came
Starbucks.
down here, you was like, yo, I need my fix. Scratching your neck and shit. We had to stop at Starbucks miles away just for you to get Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, people change.
Damn. Everything is changing in
2022,
2022.
Yeah.
I've got new underwear. Tony doesn't care about anything. Doey will take any coffee anytime. What changed with you,
Been the
Pooch?
same motherfucker since third grade. Yeah.
Nah, Pucho's changed.
A lot.
Pucho's definitely changed. 100% he changed.
What you been up to, Pooch?
Not much. Playing Elden Ring still. The
Nice.
game is girthy.
I don't know. I heard a dude beat it in like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah, he
could do
speed
that.
ran that shit, bro.
That shit's nuts.
Yeah, it's stupid too. The most recent speedrun is glitch after glitch after glitch. They don't fight anybody.
Oh, really?
They just
I didn't
glitch their
watch
way
any of
to
them.
the end credits. It's like, all right, that's like too far from me. This is like you're not even
Yeah.
playing the game.
Do you get
That's
a trophy
enough.
at least?
You probably get a trophy.
Counts?
I don't find that fun. Yeah, I find when there's too many glitches, I'm like, all right, this is not for
Like
me.
you want them to pull off like a couple difficult glitches, and like you're like, oh shit, that's crazy. And then you want to see them pull off like some technical feats, like holy shit, they fought that boss that like I died 100 times to, they didn't even take a single hit. You know, like you want to see shit like that. But seeing like warp just like they're just flying all over the map. It's cool to see one time because you're like, whoa, that's possible. But it's like, all right, these guys play this shit all day. They just do run after run after run, just trying to beat their times. That shit is so mind-numbing. I couldn't imagine doing that.
Just sounds whack.
I mean, the Souls games are made for crazy nonsense like that, though, right? I saw a thing on Kotaku where a dude beat Dark Souls 3 without taking a single step the entire time.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're just rolling everywhere.
I have no idea. I need to watch the video. I saw the headline earlier, like right before we started recording. I was like, gonna bookmark that. I was just watch that later.
Shit is
Yeah, those games encourage like crazy shit. Like Easy already. I think Easy beat the game, and mind you, he got the game when I got the game. I'm getting near the end. Easy beat the game, created another character, and got all the way back there again. He's trying to like create Wolverine. So he's got like these claws.
That's
and,
funny.
And there's like a certain level of skills. So he's like constantly regenerating health and
That's
things
awesome.
like that. So he's trying to create like this Wolverine build. And yeah, the games just have like so many options to customize it. You could do a lot of crazy shit like that. But beyond that, boxing's back big time. You know, all right.
Yeah.
The next 2 months, fire. There was a good fight last week. Good fight this Saturday. Tyson Fury fights next week. Then Canelo the week after that. And then it's just like nonstop fights for like 2 months. So it's gonna be kind of hype.
I heard the Triple G fight was disappointing.
I didn't feel that way. He's definitely old. Like he's 40.
Mm-hmm.
So the first few rounds, the Japanese dude was kind of putting the works on him. But then Triple G, and he's been out of the ring for like 2 years or something.
Yeah.
So there's some ring rust there and shit like that. And the guy's a good fighter. And Triple G turned it on and then, stopped the guy. But it was good. I enjoyed the fight.
Damn, that's fire. Other news, boys. My dog, my son, great. Luca took his first 2 steps today on his own.
No way.
Good
That's
shit,
crazy.
Yeah, I've been training this man to get the steps on. He got a little walker. Man scoots around. Pa, 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 pa. As soon as I put him to stand up by himself, he can stand by himself good. He has a little wiggle, but he's good. He takes a step, and you could tell. You look at him, he's trying to make that confidence. He's building up his confidence, taking a step. And it's funny watching him because he's like, 1 step, and then boom, 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 then falls. It's like, yo, he's there. Like when the moment he gets that boost, bro, it's gone. The man's gonna be can't stay still. But
Has he been like furniture walking? Like grabbing onto the couches and just like walking along and things?
yeah, he does some savage shit. Like he'll sit down with his back towards the edge of the couch like a savage, and he'll start sliding, and we gotta stop it. But he gets off the bed by himself. He gets off the couch by himself. He hasn't learned how to climb up the couch yet, but that's coming. And he's good, man. I've been trying to teach him new words, and all he says really is "dada." Now I tell him how to point to where he wants to go. I was like, "Where you want to go? You want to go that way or this way?" He'll just do some like ET shit. He'd be like that. I'm just like, this kid's hilarious. There's like a big ass palm tree and it's in front of our house, and I go outside. I was like, "Where you want to go?" He'll look up in the sky, put his fingers up, and then points right at the tree. I'm like, "Okay, let's go to the tree." Then he goes and slaps the tree a couple times like it's his tree or something. It's a fucking amazing feeling to watch him like just learn like little things. But I don't know what it is too. Like we recently he just not wanting to take a bath or like he don't want to be in the bath no more. Like he was in the he loved bath time. He plays. And last weekend, boom, something just flipped in his head and he don't want to be in a fucking bath. I'm like, very weird. It might be a stage thing, I guess. But I take him in the shower with me and I hold him and wash him. He's fine like that. But yeah, he doesn't want to be in the bathtub taking a bath. It's just so weird. Like I don't get it, but whatever. Like it's a phase. I think he'll get over. He did smack the shit out of his head though. He was playing around, I guess, and Emily was just, oh, he slipped on his toy and he hit his head. He had a nice little knot here with a bruise. And luckily he's all right. They're gonna hit their heads a lot, I guess. But yeah, other than that, it's fun, man. Like the kid is active as hell, bro. He's starting to be real no-nyao, aka clingy. Wants to be held, and I'm like, no, not doing this. He's just, but I get it though. He sees me come home after all day not seeing me, and he just wants to just be with me. So it's like, all right, but we gotta control that shit because last thing you want as a kid, always want to be held.
They said that doesn't happen.
Yeah, right.
That A, holding your baby a lot is not harmful, and B, isn't like if you hold your baby a lot, allegedly it doesn't make them want to be held a lot.
Oh.
I mean, we grew up learning the opposite. Like you hold this kid a lot, he's gonna want to be held. But this is something I've read.
Yeah.
I also don't hold my daughter that much. Like, I mean, but now she's she's running around. I can't hold her. She's like, this shit's whack. Like, there's a lot of shit that needs to get done around here. Like,
that shit's fire, bro.
And
Best
then,
feeling.
yeah, my daughter got a bruise on her face every other day. Like,
Damn.
they're gonna bumping into shit, falling. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
Early on, I was like, oh, every little bump or scratch, and then the other day I saw her take a tumble face first, like planted right on the ground, feet up in the air, and then the flip over. And I looked at her and I was just like, I told you not to do that. She got up like, ouch, papi. And I was like, all right, I'll give you a little kiss, but that's all you getting. Like,
That's funny.
like, I told you not to do that shit,
People say that with the first kid, your first child, you're like a little bit protective. And then number 2, you're like, fuck it. It's like, oh, he's all right. Like if they're not bleeding or cut like that, like they're good to go. But it's funny, man. Freaking Luca has no sense of fear. He's fearless. Like I went to my uncle's house in Jacksonville. Man's got a big ass fucking Beethoven dog. Huge. Well, the dog was afraid of Luca. Barking loud as shit. Luca just looks at him, points, starts crawling to him. The dog would just haul ass. I'm like, yo, Luca, the dog don't want to play with you. He wasn't afraid of the barking or nothing. The dog was harmless. Like, he was just loud because he didn't want him around him. But I was just like, damn, this kid's just like, he don't give a damn about anything. Like, why is he going up to this dog? But it is what it is. I'd rather have him fearless than be afraid and cry every 10 seconds something barks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
We need a baby cam. Y'all need to put like a GoPro on one of your kids. We just have that baby cam going here in the center of the screen.
Yeah, nah. Definitely not. But
them big dogs freak me out though, bro.
the big dogs? Yeah. They don't
Because
know
I'm
their
just
size.
like all it takes is whatever the fuck, and they could just kill a man. Like in a snap. Like they're that big.
Yeah.
Like a kid, forget about it. They could kill him in a half a second.
yeah.
Like, and I don't know. I couldn't trust an animal that big. Like I wouldn't even dare. It's like having like a tiger in my house. Like, yep, he's cool. He trust me. He's cool. You know.
They don't bite.
Like,
That's the famous
I'd be
last
like,
word.
I ain't coming here, bro. Like, you good. Like,